What Biden fundamentally needs to do is to actually double down on explaining, both his domestic policy and his foreign policy, not just in a pithy election way, but actually get to what the stakes are and why we need to be doing what we're doing. And this administration is bad at that, and I think, frankly, Trump's not much better at it. But they need to do that, not just because he's president and because he's running for re-election.
So, Terry, what we've seen in some of these elections and geopolitics around the globe over the past several weeks and months is the far right. I'm not sure if we can call them the far right anymore. Maybe they're more of the center of where folks are thinking about. But again, if you're President Biden here, you've got to be concerned about this, don't you?
Well, yeah, I think so. But what we're seeing here, I think, both in the United States and certainly in Europe. So the West as a whole is kind of a bonfire of the vanities moment. The politically entrenched don't seem to understand or really acknowledge their own roles in creating, over the last generation, policy and political cul-de-sacs that people are frustrated about. People want results, and we started to see that almost a decade ago with Trump, and we're seeing it again in Europe now. Whether or not the EU elections produce real change is arguable. The EU elections tend to be more of a protest vote than anything else, which is precisely why a lot of people are scratching their heads about Macron's desire to go ahead and hold a snap election.